Well, Rob, time for another stadium update, and I think we can see just behind you that there's been some rapid progress here at the TCS, especially in the last 2 or 3 weeks.
Absolutely, yeah. So as you can see from what's behind me, we're sort of well on with things. Ahead of schedule, which is really good. Obviously massively increased the North Stand, Eden North Stand, like we were always going to do. And it's been really heartening to see it all come together, and it's just a huge difference.
How much will that seating capacity, I'm talking facts and figures now,
right,
you've got them on the tip of your tongue, but how much of an increase is that seating capacity compared to what the supporters would have seen and sat in last season?
So last year we had about 260, now we've gone up to about 780, so it's a fair old increase, but it's as much about more covered areas as it is anything else, just in terms of that match day experience. We know that we are on quite an exposed site at times through the winter, so it's really nice to be able to offer a lot more people the opportunity to sit down under some cover and enjoy some football.
And I guess with that increase in seating, there's more capacity for sponsors, commercial guests, media, disabled fans, all that.
Absolutely, yeah. It's basically just about growing it with the club. You know, obviously as the club grows, what we need grows with it, and that goes from everything from, you know, disabled supporters that want to join us, to more seats for anyone and everyone, to, like you said, boardroom, press. And obviously our commercial partners who like to join us on a match day as well.
And away to my left and over your right shoulder, again, what looks like a stand and what will be part of an away stand at the western end of the ground as well.
Yeah, so a big part of this was kind of how we make a provision actually for away fans as well, and also provide some provision for home fans to enjoy being behind the other goal as well. And we've now got the flexibility to do that. So by having it split into two, we can have one in segregated circumstances where we can offer some cover and some shelter to our away fans, but also we can give our home fans some extra space behind the western goal, as opposed to just being behind the other goal all the time.
How exciting is all this? I get the feeling that whilst it was a football ground last year and we had some fantastic moments here, it really looks like a football ground now, doesn't it?
Well, as you know, I've not seen it for 4 or 5 days because I've sort of been away, but I've walked back through the gate today, and now we've got all the sheeting on and stuff on the it looks $1 million. And it really, I think one thing we've always had at the forefront of our minds is how do we push this over time from a football ground into a football stadium, and this definitely feels like a step on that journey. There's still obviously a lot of steps to go, but it's definitely a step in the right direction, and I think that there's a real buzz for supporters now walking through the door to see that, and we're really looking forward to them getting their first look at it in a couple of weeks' time.
Now, the guys that are busy away in the background working on the stadium at the moment, putting the finishing touches behind the western end, and it looks like they're in the press, what will be an increased press area over on the far side. They're all going to be done by the end of this coming week. What's the next steps after that, Rob?
A lot of operational stuff that you might not necessarily see. So we have to put in some additional bars and concession units, or rather that our WACs do for the away fans. We've got quite a lot of fencing work that still needs to be done, and then there's some operational considerations as well. But we're well on with it, and we've certainly broken the back of it now, and it's just about sort of knitting it together and bringing it all together in time for the first home games.
Yeah, and all systems go for them first home games. After Wealdstone, they come thick and fast, don't they? The National League Cup game against Southampton, exciting proposition of one of the most storied names in English football coming to play a competitive match in Truro, and then games against York, Southend and Boston, again, former Football League clubs. Yeah,
I think we're really pleased about the National League Cup. You know, we think it's a great opportunity to welcome maybe some new people to the TCS. You know, we're treating the match days a little bit differently, in the sense that you know, the seating in the stand, for instance, will be completely unreserved. So if you're a supporter who comes regularly, or you're a season ticket holder, you might not normally be able to sit in the stand. On those occasions you will be able to. So that game on the 13th will be everybody's first chance to come and really have a look and a see and a feel of the stand, before we go into obviously York, which is an enormous day for us, and one we're very, very proud to be going into.